Hi YouTube. I've talked with y'all about the different vitamins we take after gastric bypass surgery, but I thought I would give you a little rundown of my vitamin routine on a daily basis, and also what they look like, what they taste like, what brand they are, things like that. So, of course, in the morning, you're going to take your first multivitamin and your first calcium. Now, since we're not supposed to drink anything with meals, I always do these before I eat breakfast, because that way if I chew them and they go down wrong or something and I need a little liquid, I can be able to drink something. So the first one I have is my multivitamin, and I actually get it's the H-E-B brand. Here in Texas we have H-E-B as stores, but I'm sure your store has a generic for the Centrum chewables. My dietitian once again says that this works just fine, and so for me, this entire bottle cost $5, and there's like 100 capsules, so that's like 50 days, so it's like a month and a half, so that is an awesome deal. And the pills look like this, and these look like a capsule, but they are chewable. They are orange citrus flavor, and there's no it's hard, so there's no like powder residue, and it actually tastes a little bit like orange. Like it's not bad at all. Like, I like it. Okay, so I take that, and then you also take your calcium citrate, and that's what this looks like. Now, if you can tell, this is really big. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to using a camera or a webcam. It's really big and it's really thick. So the thing I don't like about these is the powder. It's hard, but it's not as firm as the Centrum chewable is. So it's more of a powdery, dusty, chalky flavor, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to be purchasing some Bariatric Advantage, like calcium chews, I believe they're called, but they have different flavors, but it's kind of like more of a candy kind of texture. And this is what the container looks like. Okay, and it's this is a whole 3-month supply. I know this is a big container, but you take 3 a day, and this is a 3-month supply. So it's a lot, but they're pretty big. So this is wild cherry flavor, and the flavor of it is not bad. It's just the texture. So, you know, and some people might not have a problem with that texture, but for me, I don't like it. Okay, so I take those 2 before breakfast, and then 2 hours after that, I will take my B12 and my iron. Now, you cannot take iron and calcium less than 2 hours in between each other, because then they will not absorb the way they need to, because they'll kind of like their nutrients will kind of run into each other, and you won't be able to absorb them. So let's see, this is what my B12 looks like. Now, this you put under your tongue. It's a sublingual. There's many other types. There's shots, there's nasal, but for me right now, I choose to do sublingual. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes pretty good. It does have a little bit of a chalky texture, but it's much better than that big calcium because you put it under your tongue and so your saliva moistens it and it just kind of dissolves. So it becomes more like a paste than I guess chalk. And let's see if I can find the container. This is what I got. Now this one has some flavor in it. You can get ones that are not flavored. You can also get ones that have different, you know, milligrams or, but, and I get my H-E-B brand. Once again, this is like $5. This is going to last a month and a half. So worth it. So I really like that. And then my iron. I also get my iron from Bariatric Advantage. And this is strawberry flavored. Now these are really small. So you can tell that it's nothing like the calcium is. And it's, it kind of reminds me of a Sweetheart actually. Like it's very, honestly, this is strawberry flavor, but it really tastes like grape to me and not strawberry. And they're even purple, like grape. So I don't know. I like them. It's very small. It's harder, so it's not that chalky texture. It's definitely like a Sweetheart, so I like it. Okay, so then after you do that, so let's say you eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, so you take that at 7:30. Well, then say like at 10 o'clock, you can take your iron and your B12. Also, you're gonna do then 2 hours later, so say 1, 2, 3, somewhere around there, you're gonna take another calcium. And then around dinner time, I usually do my last vitamins after dinner. Like you can drink after an hour after you eat. So kind of like more like, it's more like my bedtime routine, because it's even way after dinner. It's more like around 9 or something like that, where I take them. Of course, you've got to take your multivitamin. And then you've got to take your calcium. And then I also take a biotin. Let's see. I have this biotin. Now, they have, for biotin, they have different MCGs. I have the 1,000. They have 2,000, 3,000. I think they even have 5,000. And you can also get something that's called Hair, Skin, and Nails. It's the same thing as this. Granted, it has some other vitamins in there. I'm not sure exactly. But it really just depends what you want. I take 1,000. I find that if I take like 2,000 or 3,000 a day, it breaks out my face. I know it's weird, but it happens. So this is Spring Valley, and I actually got this from Walmart. Now, once again, you could get it any grocery store, pretty cheap, and it's really small. So I honestly, because there is like a liquid in there, I don't chew them. I just pop it and take a little sip of water because it is so small. That's not gonna bother you. Now, if you swallowed your multivitamin, that's gonna be an issue. Something else I take is vitamin D, and now with the calcium there is vitamin D in there because vitamin D helps you absorb calcium. But I was low in vitamin D, so my dietitian told me to get some vitamin D. Once again, I got this from H-E-B. You can get, they come in all like name brand, Spring Valley, any of those. And there's different milligram or IUs of them. I have the 1,000, but there's 5,000, there's 3,000. It depends what your dietitian calls for. So once again, mine is super, super small, same size as the biotin. So I just take it and I swallow it, and it's never given me, these have never given me a problem. Now, of course, you know, before surgery, you could put like those all in your mouth and swallow and it wouldn't be a problem. I don't do that. I do them individually. I haven't even tried to do it. It might be okay, but I just don't want to chance it, honestly. So I'm okay with sticking with one at a time. So, and then the last thing I take at night is vitamin C. Now, I don't always take this. It's chewable. Let's see. So it's this big. And here is the calcium. So you can see the calcium is way bigger and way thicker. These actually taste pretty good. I've got Spring Valley again. And of course there's different milligrams. I have 500. You can do whatever you like. These taste pretty good. There's not really that chalkiness. It's more like orange. So I like that. It's not bad at all. Now, just remember, this is what I personally do. You're not required to take biotin or the vitamin C or the vitamin D. That's something that I personally do. Now, I won't always hopefully be taking extra vitamin D because I'll be getting it through my calcium, and hopefully it'll build up and it'll be okay. Let's see. So in the biotin, you know, they tell me that it's not, there hasn't been enough studies to know if it really helps or not. So it's just something you've got to try for yourself and see. I kind of do it in hopes that it will help. So you never know. And vitamin C never hurts you. I've actually thought about switching up when I do vitamin C, and maybe taking it at a different time, because when you take your multivitamin, you have some vitamin C already in there, and vitamin C is water soluble, so if you get too much, you just pee it out. But you don't want to be flushing money down the drain. So that's something I've thought about changing. But for now, this routine works pretty good for me. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.